Hi, friends. So, I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about Monday and Tuesday's work. I know that you could not log in on Monday and that it has been a fiasco at best. You are not in trouble. I have never messed up your grade from a Schoology issue. I would not start now. You are perfectly fine. I wanted to show you our new language arts page. Your language arts enrichment page will look the same. Technically, the 9:45 class is supposed to be language arts, and the 1:30 class is supposed to be language arts enrichment. However, I don't think I've ever talked for a full hour in class. So I don't see my classes going that long. So what I think I'm going to do is both times we'll have both classes. So if you come at 9:45, I'm going to teach language arts, give you some time. And then I'm going to teach for the second half of the 9:45 class. I'm going to go over what we're doing in language arts enrichment. If we need special time for a full hour, I will make sure to let you know at least a day beforehand. I think this Wednesday will be one of those days, but it will not be every day. And then at 1:30, all days except for this Wednesday again, you will have a repeat. So if you missed the 9:45 class, feel free to come on in at 1:30. I'll talk about language arts and I will talk about language arts enrichment just to make sure that you have time to talk to me. You can still ask questions, but that way we can get as much work done as possible throughout the day. And I'm not cramping your style by making you listen to me for 2 hours straight, because that is not something that we do. I've added both links on all classes just because I didn't want to stress you out. We get confused enough at school. I didn't want to make you have to click a certain class to get a certain link. They're both there. Click either of the light blue classes, language arts or the polka dot class, have a link to click. That way you can come on in. Monday and Tuesday of this week are going to be the same. So if you click Monday's work or Tuesday's work, you will see that the folder is actually Monday and Tuesday, because if you couldn't get in till the afternoon on Monday, I'm not here to mess up your grade. Now, what is a little different is the Canary writing piece. I had to delete that assignment and restart it. So let's say you worked really hard last week to get your 3 sentences about sadness and that you had copy pasted them in here like we discussed. That file is still in your Google Drive. So you will go to drive.google.com and you can just submit that file to me. However, you have to add it. So you would have to click Canary Writing and then it would say submit other file, I believe over on the right. You have to turn that one in. You cannot just turn in a blank assignment and be like, hey, I did it on my other one, because I won't be able to find it. Or you could copy paste your answers into this one. Same thing. Here we also have helpful links for the Canary Writing. And so I have got you. Here's a video over 3-point paragraphs. Here's a link for prove it statements. Here is the actual text of the Canary. You know you need that because you have to copy paste 3 sentences into the paragraph. So it will say on the assignment it is due tonight, and then it says overdue. But I don't take off late points anyways. The only thing I care about is I can't grade anything after the trimester deadline. So I would not worry about it if I were you. Make sure it's done Monday or Tuesday. We're going to be just fine. So looking at the Canary page, remember how it said in person, obviously we're last week instead of this week. But if you were in person, you watched a video with us to compare to the Canary. I could not figure out how to get that to Schoology yet. So if you were remote last week, no stress. I have just a paragraph that you need to write over the Canary. So you click whichever one of these and it will take you to where we need to go. And then we have our 3-point paragraph. So a 3-point paragraph looks like a thesis statement, and then 3 pieces of evidence and explanation, then a concluding sentence. So we know that each one of these is a separate sentence. This thesis statement has to answer the question, use the word because, and give 3 reasons why. If we look over at the Canary, I have already written the thesis statement for you. I didn't want to stress you out. I want you to work on this paragraph format because I need you to learn it, but I'm not here to just make you crumble and cry. So I've got you. The theme of loss explored in both the Canary and Hunt for the Wilderpeople is explored in both The Canary and Hunt for the Wilderpeople because both texts deal with death, having characters that learn about moving on, and show the emotions that come with having a hole in your heart. So, the first thing we want to do is we want to find a sentence from the story about dealing with death. We totally know that that lonely lady in the story, who might have been bordering on crazy a little bit, dealt with the death of her bird. She loved that canary so much, and whenever it passed away, a little part of her passed away too. You copy paste that sentence in here. But then you'll see that there's a prove it statement, and you're like, well, Miss Vaughn, you used to have those on your board. We're not in school anymore. What are we going to do? You want to go back to that helpful link, okay? Click on the helpful link for the prove it statement, and then I've got you. Prove it statements right here, exactly the same as on my board. And you know that we put those directly before a quote from the text. So you've already copy pasted your sentence. That's a quote because the author said it. And then you're going to choose one of these, right? We need to choose 3 total because we have 3 different sentences. Just pick one. Do your best. You can't mess it up if you do it. Once we do that, if you were here for the movie and you're doing the movie one, your explanation is where you tie in Hunt for the Wilderpeople, okay? Not up here. First we deal with the text, then we deal with the movie. And it will go the same way. Text, movie, because you can't get a quote from the movie. So text up here, and then you're like, oh my goodness, Heck was really upset about Bella passing away, and Ricky was too. They both chose to lean on each other in order to get through it. That could be your explanation. Something very simple, but you want to compare the movie to the text. Movie to the text. Everybody with me? And then conclusion sentence. There are 2 different worksheets on the Canary because there's one for remote and one for in-person. You do not do both. You do one total paragraph and then you turn it in. Please do not turn in blank assignments. Please do not turn in things with 3 sentences on them. Obviously, I'm here to walk you through it. Tomorrow in our live session, I will walk you through this sentence by sentence. So if this video did not make sense and you are still lost, I would just make sure to show up for the 9:45 or 1:30 time slot. I will be at both, and I will walk you through it step by step, and then we can turn it in together. So if you have any questions, go ahead and message me on Schoology or email me. I will be checking both. I am super proud of you for getting on and doing your work, be it Monday or Tuesday, whatever day you can get in. I miss you guys already, and I cannot wait to see you at our live session. Bye.